All right, cool. I think we are live. Wait a second. Yeah, I think we're live. All right, Danny,
All right,
let it
cool
roll.
beans. All right, guys, welcome to our live stream reaction of Love Island USA Season 6 reunion episode. I am here, one of your hosts, Danny, and then with me is,
Very demure, very mindful. Cory.
yes, this whole episode, you could say that that was the theme. I thought, as far as reunion episodes go, I thought it was very good. We're really excited to talk about it. Both of us took notes. I think the episode just ended an hour ago, so it's all fresh for us. And yeah, let's get right to it. Thank you again for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want to share your opinion.
All right.
Corey, this is your first like reality TV show reunion.
I mean, I saw Love Is Blind this year because of
Oh
you. So
yeah,
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 so that was my first one. So this is like my second one. I'm exhausted. I'm
yeah.
men-
Like mentally from.
mentally, I'm mentally exhausted, and yeah, this is the last thing I watch, man. I'm tapping out.
So that's a reality TV. You're
Tapping
over
out.
it.
I think I'm done. I'm retiring. I think I'm ending on a high note.
Yeah, no, this is, as far as reality TV goes, this is definitely a high note. The way it just took over a lot of people's social media, like it literally was the summer. Like what is it, August 19th today?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, this started like the beginning of July, so it's crazy. And for the people, for the Love Islanders, like that was literally their summer too. They spent weeks at some villa in Fiji.
I still can't believe when I texted you, I was like, yo, there really is 36 episodes of this shit. Like, there's
Yeah.
so many hours put in.
Dude, UK is, this season was 50.
50 of
Yes,
what?
there's more challenges, there's more development for a lot of the relationships, and they do more. There's a lot that they do in UK that I really wish that they did in USA. There are so many like really messy challenges that are like some of my favorites that I look forward to every season, and they didn't do
Yeah.
it in USA.
All right. I mean, so
um,
uh let's just get into it. So a couple of details. I know we both took notes as if we were watching real cinema. So beginning of the reunion, they open up with a little shot walking through New York and shit.
mhm.
The first thing that I'm weak at is that Hannah's calling out how people was roasting her makeup. I was in
Yo,
the actually before we go, I want to just make a little statement before we even start going. We are not extremely well. Danny's messy. We are both, as a collective, not extremely messy. Because I did like one of the things that actually made me feel better going into, or at least watching the whole reunion, was the fact that there was like acknowledgement in regards to the cyberbullying and kind of just
mhm.
all of that stuff. Because I've told you already, like that has been the biggest thing for me to not be able to enjoy this content properly. And it's nothing to do with the show. It was more or less just like me seeing what the internet was really doing and how they talked about these people, as if
Yeah,
they were just actors just because they signed up for some show. That just was, for me personally, was not something I can kind of move past because I'm just like, I'm getting the doom and the gloom out the way now. They put the number
yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah.
they did all that. It made me feel a little bit better about watching it and wanting to talk about it even after this because depending on how this reunion went, without knowing any context, I was leaning close to being like, yeah, I don't know if I can partake and add to this discourse. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing that because like I don't want to be part, just in case somebody accidentally hurt themselves and be part of that problem. Just that's just me. So just
Yeah,
want to
I get
get
it.
that out
Full
the way.
disclosure.
So
Yeah, but playing off the
now,
Hannah thing.
yes, now we can go into talking about it. Not necessarily slander, but just talking about it. I just wanted to get the cheesy part out of the way. Hannah, her
I didn't
makeup.
see too much. Like, I guess I didn't see those videos or those rants or TikToks about her makeup, aside from just like how it got all over other people's faces. I think it
Bro,
was like Kendall and I forget the other guy it happened to, but like her makeup looked good. It was just, girl, you had a little too much on.
I mean, to be fair, I guess she was kissing people a little bit too dark for her makeup because, like,
Oh, okay.
it was. I I don't know if you know the comedian Shiggy, who
No,
has the like how I'm a clown how he has the white powder on his
no.
face, big ass red lipstick. This meme is from like yonder pre 2016, right?
Hmm.
That's
No,
how
I don't
old like
remember
this meme is. That's what it was given when Kendall got done kissing her. I was like, oh my god, he
that.
looks like the Shiggy meme.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's my thought. I thought that was hilarious because honestly, Hannah was a good sport.
I She was fun. She brought a lot of energy to the villa in those early days.
Yeah,
Yeah, she just didn't find a connection, but she definitely tried. She was
yeah.
open to anybody.
Uh,
One thing in the beginning that got me was when they like went into JaNa and Kenny, and they're like, "You have an announcement," and JaNa's like, "Yeah, we're pregnant." Yo, Kenny's
Yo,
face
bro,
in
I
that
was in the
moment.
middle. I was cooking when that happened. I turned around like the fuck.
What a way to announce it!
I was like,
But no,
Nani?
obviously she was being silly.
Yeah. I mean, that's that. I didn't want to jump too ahead because I actually have my notes in chronological order.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So they like kind of like had a couple of like little moments because then they went to like a recap of everything that happened that season. And then they started talking to our final four because remember the final four wasn't
In the
introduced at
beginning,
first, right? So they was just
yeah.
kind of like dicking around. Like they made fun of Andrea with her whole spinning thing that she was doing on TikTok when she was like, "Yes, like does she like Rob?" Like they was making fun of that.
Oh, I
Cordell,
didn't see those.
what you didn't? I mean, you don't be on TikTok though, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Like you can't even say I didn't see those. You don't even be on it.
Yeah, 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 you're right.
Cordell, Cheez Its,
Yo, he got it. Did you see
he
the
got it.
ad? Did you see what it looked
I
like?
saw the ad, bro.
It looks good. Good for him.
This I'm happy for him, bro, because honestly, I said how I felt before. Like I feel like Cordell was really just like they just made him the short corny. Like they tried to make him corny in a way, like in the beginning, and obviously, like he does end up with Serena, and it works out. But like, yeah, bro was like nobody was acting like they wanted him at all throughout the whole series, besides that diet
Yeah,
girl. But we'll get to that point later.
yeah, yeah.
They also made fun of Liv with the whole Friendship Island quote.
What did she say again?
Well, they was just like talking about how Liv was like, oh yeah, like you didn't have no connections, but like you wanted Friendship Island.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, she was everybody's friend, and she was all up in everybody's business.
how, how do you feel about that now? It's been a month in regards to how she went about the game.
Honestly, I feel like Liv did get to know a lot of people. I think that she was good TV. She had a lot of discourse with the love with the Islanders. I think as far as a Bombshell is concerned, she came in, she did her thing, she made things messy, and you know she had a good relationship with a lot of the girls. Yeah, she was just good drama. So I like Liv as a character. I don't think she was ever really fake. I think she was
Mm.
very. I mean, sure, maybe she made some mistakes, but I think for the most part, she was very consistent with like who she like was as a person. So like I always enjoyed Liv, but I knew she wasn't going to make it to the end.
Yeah, I mean, I was of the belief like overstayed the welcome. But I also
Sure.
I don't look at the lens of like it makes good TV. I'm a noob at this, so like, I don't know
Hmm.
what is good TV all the time with this stuff. So for me, it's just like pure like why is she here? What's the
Yeah.
point? Like the
Yeah.
point because of what the point of the show is. I'm like why is she here? That's all.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mind her.
Coy apologized to Janae and Kenny.
Yeah, I guess he was on a podcast and he said something about how he didn't believe their relationship was genuine. So it's very big of him to, open up and say something. He probably knew that this was going to be his one and only chance to say something for the whole reunion because
Yeah,
he was like one of the first ones sent home. So
bro, I was like, damn. Son. I definitely don't think that Janae and Kenny accepted that apology. They definitely was just like, yeah,
I think
appreciate
one
that.
of them said I accept it. But you're right. Like they did not look like they were
I don't think
like
Janae
fucking
was
with him.
having it. I think Kenny was also like appreciate that because Kenny seems a lot more just he don't really he don't sound like he want no problems with nobody.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. The way they were like, I feel like some of the people like treat Kenny like a very young, like a child, because they
Like a
were like, "Who
baby.
dressed?" Yeah, like who dressed you today? Did JaNa dress you? She was like, no, that
I ain't
was
gonna
all
lie, bro.
him.
After a while, that would get me annoyed. But like,
Right?
I'd be like, all
Yeah.
right, bro, like chill, like chill. Like y'all ODing now. Like
Yeah,
let
I
me wear
agree.
what I want to wear. But it's all for
Right.
the jokey jokes, I guess. Um, I was I was very the whole like Serena and Cordell and then Liam and not Leah and Miguel and well not so much them but Kenny and JaNa when they were like, oh yeah, we're like boyfriend and girlfriend now. And I'm sitting here like I no, that wasn't what it was when the show ended. Am I
Unless they make it
silly?
official. No, unless they make it official, they're just a couple, but they're not really like boyfriend girlfriend. They're paired up. They're partnered up, but they're
Okay.
not boyfriend girlfriend. You gotta make it official.
I just assumed it was official because like I don't know, they were screaming I love yous and shit. And I mean, what do I know?
They said I love you to each other, JaNa and Kenny.
Yeah, didn't she like make him say that shit?
No, I don't think so, bro.
Maybe I'm making that up.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe it's more Serena and Cordell I'm thinking about.
But hey, I'm happy for JaNa and Kenny. I liked both of them. I'm glad they made it to
Yeah.
the final four. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that Kaylor and Aaron didn't make it into the final
Oh
four,
my god, come
and
on, man! You
JaNa and
jumping
Kenny
ahead. You jumping ahead.
squeezed in there. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I appreciate it. Kenny and JaNa, I don't think were like my favorite couple. I think I liked JaNa. Kenny,
Yeah,
he's just a guy, but JaNa was at least entertaining.
yeah. JaNa was the personality carrying that. Kenny, I mean, honestly, bro, I'm happy that they're seemingly whatever together and happy. That's none of my business too much because I don't know them personally.
Hmm.
But it really could have just been anybody.
I Same thing with Leah. Like they did not get top couple because people really like Miguel. It was all because of Leah.
Yeah,
He should be happy that he made it that far. But
yeah.
I digress.
I mean, at least they made it official like on her B day, I guess. But
Who, Miguel and Leah?
yeah, but when they pressed him about the so any I love yous, and he was like, we chilling, we chilling. Too can't move too soon for that.
Yeah, I like your attempt at his accent.
I'm trying, bro. I don't know what I was doing. Ball war,
But
ball war. Uh, but things get spicy around after this, and
that was the
Kendall
Kendall
and
Nicole thing, right?
Nicole.
All right. So
Oof.
the whole thing for me is so that
We,
video came out about
let's
Kendall.
make sure we're as sensitive as possible. We are
Yes.
as sensitive as we are being wholly respectful and understanding of any victims who deal with situations like this. So it's very sensitive topic.
Yeah. What happened to Kendall? Not okay, by any means.
Yeah,
And let's just preface it by saying, me, if something like that happened to me, I wouldn't know how to react, how to handle anything. And I say this because that's kind of like the whole thing, because he lied to Nicole about who he sent that video to.
yeah.
But can I just start off by saying that, like, when they first started getting into the discourse, whoever the cameraman is, like, did a close up on Nicole and the lip quiver of her, like, about to cry at the beginning of the conversation. Like, damn, you didn't need a close up on that, and that lip
Yo,
was quivering.
listen, man. We talking about the most elite cameramen and editing team in the game. We talking about the Love Island USA production team or Love Island production team. Because come on, son, the turnaround.
Yeah.
Impeccable.
But
Um,
yeah, so her whole thing is that he lied, that he sent it to an ex girlfriend years ago,
mm,
but he had sent it days before
like
getting
right
to the
before
island.
getting to the island, which like it doesn't really matter when it happened. Respectfully,
Yeah.
like especially because if it was right before getting to the island, why are we talking about anything before y'all even met at this island?
Well, I think that just like implies that like someone's out here, like given the content of the video, like you're out here sending like such a graphic thing to who? Who do you feel comfortable sending those kinds of intimate videos to? And also like
I
if
don't think
it's
it's so much
not
about
someone who is
who
very
though.
close to, well,
I don't think it
kind
matters if
of.
it's. I don't think it matter if it's
Are you just
who.
out here on the streets sending those kinds of videos
I
out to
mean,
like people you barely know?
if that's what you,
Or is it someone you're really close to?
I
I think.
listen, bro. Everybody gives it up differently. Who you send it to, and that's your business. But like, if the timeline in my head is if it's before I'm even on this island, why does it matter? But what do I know? Like?
But that might be relevant to some of the conversations or impressions that he has given Nicole in
Mm,
being, because like I think Kendall for the most part, like you could see that he's like kind of like a goody two shoe, walking the line kind of person, very a little more on the conservative, nice guy side.
yeah.
But I don't know if you're sending those kinds of things, it's kind of showing that like you're for the streets or you're on the streets right now.
I mean, you could be nice and for the streets. Does it matter?
No, I guess not. I
That's what
guess
I'm
not.
saying. Like,
But
it
I
doesn't.
couldn't blame somebody for thinking for like looking twice at somebody like
Well,
what's going on
that's
here?
what's fucked up though. Like, there's the layers of like this is not something that should have occurred, and like you
Yeah,
said,
of
not
course.
knowing how to even talk about the situation is
Mm.
like regardless of like who it would have been. And saying like if the timeline is before I knew you and before and even before the game, that's all in my head. I'm like, this is the timeline is before the game.
Yeah, that too.
Like I'm calling
Because
it
the
the
whole
game instead of the competition or whatever the show
yeah,
itself, right? So I understand like feeling away for not being being told the truth fully, but also like
but
the
like
situation is so like
what nuance?
nobody on that stage knew how to talk about it, and even when like and I did feel bad for Nicole because everybody wasn't having it because obviously everybody fucks with Kendall,
Right.
right? And everybody there
But like
obviously actually likes Kendall, and they whatever they may know that's between them in regards to their truth as a group. But they was killing her.
I
They wasn't letting her get. They wasn't letting
no
her talk.
no, I think that there were plenty of times. I think that they were trying to be as respectful as possible to
No,
Nicole
they
and her
tried.
feelings,
Yeah,
because there were like two times where Nicole's like, "Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just in the wrong." Blah blah. And everyone's like, "No, no, 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 no. You're not. Like, it's okay. You're not wrong. Like, your feelings are valid." Blah blah blah. But honestly, one of them should have been like, "Yeah, you're wrong. Let's move on,
mm,
because you're making this all about you and not about Kendall."
yeah.
Like, come on, Nicole, you're really like laying it on thick and making this seem like no man should ever lie to a woman no matter what for whatever reason. Like, girl, if it were me, again, I would have blacked out. I would have been like, "What did I tell you? Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, I didn't know what to
Yeah,
say. Like, I
like
saw nothing.
yeah, on a human level, because I also like I see a little bit more. I saw way more, not even a little bit more, but I saw way more of the actual discourse online than you did.
Hmm.
So like, yeah, Nicole was right. They was cooking Nicole kind of, and like not as like in the same way as like Daniela and Andrea and these other girls were getting cooked, but like constantly being told by the internet like, oh, she don't even like that boy. Oh, she don't even care about that boy. Like just everybody giving their 2 cents, which everybody's free to do, right? That's free
I never thought
free
she really
speech.
liked him though.
Fine, I feel you, but like if that's their truth, like if it's just so happens to be their truth, you're wrong.
But are they saying that in response to the video that came out, or are you just saying that they're saying that in general?
Who's no? That's they just saying that they've been saying, bro. They've been saying that since before. Is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
they've been
yeah,
cooking
yeah.
her the whole time, and even still cooking her
That's not cooking
after
her.
the
That's just saying, like, "Girl, we
yeah
don't think you like him, and that's okay." Well, that's probably a little nicer, probably.
yeah. That's like you were talking about the nice version. Like yeah, that's let's be realistic. It's the internet here. You need to think
Mhm.
about it, the most toxic, vile version of what we're saying. We're being very PC here.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, I can get why she felt maybe attacked, bombarded, especially because like Kendall was on the same time what I saw trying not to say too much because like it's a weird situation.
Dude, when he was saying that shit, like I didn't know how to tell my mom, and my mom was processing all of this. Like, oh, dude, I know that must have hurt.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt the mom saw the video, but you know that like she's hearing comments. She's on Facebook. You know, all moms are on Facebook, and she's just
Fable.
scrolling, seeing the discourse that's going on there. Like, that's tough. That's He's over here trying to like figure out how to tell his family and his close friends, "I'm sorry that like I told you a lie. Like, at the end of the day, you're still somebody I've only known for like 3 or 4 weeks."
Yeah.
Like, give me some grace.
And apparently not, right? Cooked
But then there were
anyway.
other people in the audience. I don't know if it was Daniela or somebody, and they're like, "Yo, you're out here living your best life on Instagram. It didn't seem like you were going through too much, and you weren't there for Nicole and blah blah blah." So I didn't follow him on Instagram, so I don't
Yeah.
really know.
I mean, there
But
was
I
like a
have
couple things of
seen.
him in the club, and there was just like this weird altercation that happened where he, I don't know what happened, where like a bouncer, like these two black women was trying to get into the party that him and Kenny was at, and like there was like mad people in that section. So like I think the
Oh,
bartender like kicked them out, but then like I think JaNa said something to him that made him then make sure he like did right by them. Like so he met up with them and like invited like took them out and stuff like that. I think that's what's happening. If I'm wrong, I'm obviously open to like being corrected
I'm
because
I'm glad Kendall's out trying to enjoy himself because I'm sure that those first few days coming out of the villa must have been stressful.
yeah,
Man's over here saying that he got his phone and all he was getting was ding 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 ding. Like, can
uh,
you imagine, bro?
bro. I mean, I feel like
I
that's for all of them, bro.
Yeah, for all of them, but none of them got their fucking
Wait,
nudes
did that
leaked.
happen? As I thought that happened like a little bit after they came out the villa. I thought that I don't know. I don't know the timeline on that.
Yeah, I don't know the exact, but that's I'm just going based off of like what he was saying. Like, I got
Yeah,
my phone back and it was just boom, 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 boom.
yeah, just immediately
But
overwhelmed. But
you
definitely
know that Kendall cares for Nicole because honestly, there were so many times where he's like trying to apologize to her, and yo, he was even giving her like napkins and stuff so she can try to clean up her tears,
yeah,
and he was really trying to like make her understand like. Yes, I lied to you. I'm sorry, but like I really didn't know what to do in that situation, and I asked so many people here like their opinions and stuff, and like he's really trying, and she's just like, no, 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 the lie, the lie, the lie, and I'm like, bro, Kendall, just like
yeah,
apologize one more time and just give up on her
yeah.
because it's not worth it for you to
I mean,
try to explain yourself. But
I
he
also
really liked her because he tried.
yeah. I mean, I also like I respect it in a way because like even with like what seemingly looks like the whole group, right, choosing Kendall's side in the situation. That's just optically what it looks like. And like if you're Nicole, that's just gonna be how it feels, no matter how much you're saying like they were flip flopping back and forth. They were actively like telling her like she was bugging a little bit. But the only
Yeah,
person who really
everyone.
kind of just like stood on how Nicole actually feels was Serena.
Yeah, I really liked Serena's closing statement where it was like, yeah, that's usually a deal breaker for me if I'm being lied to. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad Serena gave her perspective on that and her input.
Word. All right. So you want to talk about Andrea?
Yeah, Andrea, wait, that's the part where like JaNa pulled out that like page 4
Yo,
shit.
she pulled out a 4-page letter not written by Aaliyah. I
Because
don't
of some
know.
shit that she said about Leon After Sun, right? How Leah's two faced,
Yeah,
and
I so like personally I skipped all the After Sun, so I didn't even see it.
same, yeah, it's
So
okay. Sometimes After Sun is juicy. If like for instance that episode that Andrea went home, I would have watched that After Sun because it's like a very juicy episode. Like they're going to talk about it. But
yeah,
you're right. For the most part, you don't need to watch it.
yeah. So Janae pulled out the paper receipts. I was like, I'm weak. I respect it. I said
Yo,
I respect
where
it.
did you have that? Where did you have those papers? Probably in Kenny's
Also like,
jacket.
also like it's funny for the bit, but you are doing the absolute fucking most, and you have too
She
much free
is.
time. You have too much free
She's
time.
Yo, if you're gonna go back on TV when you know there are going to be millions of people watching and reacting, you want to have those moments. And
I,
Janae made every minute of time work for her.
I don't know. She knows how to make TV.
Yeah. I think she got signed by some like manager, like her and Serena,
Yeah,
probably Leah. Let's be honest, that girl's out here saying that she got 3 million followers and she started with 12,000 before the
yeah,
show, which is literally nuts.
yeah. But I think Leah's also. I think she said something about being done with doing like a lot of these like podcasts and all this shit now because I think she's
Hmm.
just kind of like really done with all of it. Could be
I think
wrong.
she's rich. She
Oh
don't need
yeah,
this.
duh, bro. Bro, she has fucking horses, and she's from
Yeah,
Calabasas.
Janae and Serena definitely are gonna try to ride this. I'm not saying that they're like poor or struggling or anything, but like
I don't see
you
Serena
know,
riding this shit.
I think that she's going to try to do well. Again, this is me going based on the fact that I think I saw her being signed on by like somebody. I think it was the title was like JaNa answering a signed by so and so. So if you're being signed, and she also say that she just moved
I think they
to
did
LA
they.
and got a new apartment.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I think she moved
I
wherever
don't think they
this
moved in
dude's at.
together.
They keep on wording it like they moved in together.
It was a little vague, but I don't know. I feel like she just moved to the US so she could like, do what influencers do. Because honestly, once you're in this door, you can
Yeah,
go to any fucking reality TV show. Look at Aaron. Aaron started off in Traders. Now he's on Love Island. Someone
yeah,
else is going to go on Traders or Survivor or all of these shows. Like reality TV really is just engrossing its
yeah.
cast members.
And then also like during all of this, Rob like apologizes. They were like asking like, "Oh, Rob, so how do you feel about this situation?" Like,
Did he
I
apologize?
he was basically like apologizing for like he was
Being
like,
an
"Yeah,
idiot.
I didn't like he didn't he's like I look like an asshole like XYZ," and he was kind of like very transparent about and being honest about how he moved on the show.
Hmm.
Maybe you just didn't care because you don't care about Rob, but
Yeah, I definitely don't. I mean, I didn't need anything from him this episode. Really, he served his role in the show. I didn't need a follow up for him. But yeah, I didn't really hear that apologize go anywhere.
he's
I
so
think he just like talked about his experience.
yeah. I mean, that's all they asked him. So like, but like the way he went about it is that like he basically voiced what the internet has been saying as well, in my opinion.
Oh,
Which,
okay.
like, in my head, like I said, because you're so disconnected from being on TikTok and all that stuff, being aware and taking what's being said about you and accepting it or like taking something with it means more than to like means at least I don't care about these people that much, right? You know what I mean? I don't know
Hmm.
these people, but it's something to be said rather than somebody who's just delusional and doesn't understand any of the things people are saying about them.
Okay, true. Self acknowledgement is important,
Yeah,
and being able to take criticism.
yeah. That's
All
what I'm
right,
saying. That's why I said I wanted to point
kudos.
that out because like
I'll give him his flowers. I'll give the man his flowers.
because it was nothing juicy that he said, so that's why you probably were like,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
I did not. I didn't write any notes here.
Yeah, I
You're
was just like, yeah,
absolutely right.
Yeah, I was like, you probably was like, that's not juicy. I'm like, yeah, we gotta talk about everything though.
Fair enough. Then you're gonna be really good at that because after this, it's just Kaylor and Aaron.
No, 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 there's still way more going on, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cause like they got, first of all, they avidly smoking like Andrea. They was cooking her, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, Leah
They was
and
cooking her, bro.
JaNa really went at her.
Yeah, cause like this is like kind of like right before this is when they start to get into the actual talking about the cyberbullying and all that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Like we don't go just straight to Aaron and Kaylor, bro. The whole like Andrea like going the crazy and all them talking about the Casa Amor stuff, like saying what it was like being there and like
Being the
saying
bombshells and being
like
the
being
Casa
about
girls.
yeah, and like people just hating you off the fact of you coming in to play the game and people just uh co-signing like for the most part like I think some of those islanders were liking and reposting things of other people talking shit on TikTok or saying bad
Right.
like
Or the
really
podcast.
you know what I mean like that's why I'm saying like that discourse online was nasty bro because it was just getting reposted by like people who were part of that too like kind of like a tearing each other down situation so like the way Andrea was getting smoked and at first I didn't know what was going on because I couldn't tell if Leah and them was joking when it was like, yeah, actually we did get you the fuck out of here, and then they were like, yeah, that was the
I was
I
the
couldn't tell.
driver and I was
Yeah, I
in the
couldn't tell
back
at
seat.
first.
Yeah, until we saw like the clip later on of like really what they were mentioning.
Yeah. So yeah, the Casa more people, and then also
What do you think is
Diet. Oh, sorry.
what?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what do you think is harder, being a bombshell or being one of the Casa people?
I think being one of the Casa people
You think? Hmm. How come?
because one, there's less of there's more of a veil put on when there's a separation between the two houses. I sound like I'm talking about Game of Thrones or some
Okay.
shit. But like because the other people don't know anything that's going on in each set versus like when a bombshell shows up, it's still visible unless you go high by like the dock or some shit. You can still
Hmm.
see and like you still are kind of forced to communicate with the person you're paired up with or potentially interested in. They're gonna know right there and then if you're like maybe entertaining another connection. Whereas like that Casa Amor situation is like you're going in blind, don't really know who their connections are unless they obviously I think they get to watch before it happens, right? But
I think so. Yeah.
you have to start from scratch completely, and then what I don't know what usually happens, but like you got to then try to make sure you get put into the get brought back to the main house, the villa, and then you then have to deal with five whole different girls or guys that you didn't even meet yet now slamming you for just playing the game.
Okay, fair. So like even if you make it back to the villa, like people are gonna be mean to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, this is only my only season, but like you obviously the people are gonna have a deeper connection with the people they've been with since episode 1, right? That's
Yeah,
why they
it's
say
true.
Casa More so hard. Like you basically set up for failure when you end up there.
Yeah, unless you handle yourself well.
So, and then because even that Daya girl was like talking about the venting and all that stuff, and then like the fact that her and Serena really showed like a solidarity and all that stuff, like it was like that Casa More experience is interesting overall. Like I would
Hmm.
have preferred to be a Bombshell. That would be
Fair.
me.
Same. No. I don't think I'd want to be a Casa person either.
Yeah,
I
because
also like how Daniela and Kaylor also like they were cool with each other
yeah,
after everything that happened.
yeah, and I'm sure, and they probably get cool, right? But like out the gate, that shit is weird as fuck. That shit's an awkward interaction.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it is.
I can't hold them on nothing like that. I was also thank God this shit was an hour and 20 minutes because like if this was any longer, boy, we got like the amount of Pizza Hut ads in this show.
Oh my god, like the
Oh,
blatant product placement.
oh my God, bro! Like I didn't even want the Pizza Hut. I
You
was
know
just
what's
sitting here
funny?
like, could this have been a little bit more? Like I know they're not actors, but they couldn't have like just not,
And you know what's funny? I don't even know that many Pizza Huts in New York.
bro. I can name maybe 2 to 3 in Brooklyn, and let's not act like Brooklyn is some village in fucking
It's
Westchester
huge.
County. Like
That's impressive of you. I can't even name a single Pizza Hut.
I'm not even confident in the fact that I said 3, bro. I'm saying
Yeah.
3 max.
And then especially Manhattan. So like the fact that like there's like Pizza Hut ad
Targets don't count.
placements,
Targets don't count.
Targets absolutely don't count.
That don't count.
Um,
Even though I live and die by the Pizza Hut and Target.
yeah, fair. It's just funny for like a New York City reunion to have been like sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Hilarious, bro. I'm like, if it was Domino's or Little Caesars, I'd be like, makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Makes sense. Domino's sponsor us. We'll take the cheesy bread.
Yeah.
Aaron and Kaylor. So Kaylor
Yo,
didn't
I love
cry.
no, which Kaylor was waiting for this moment, bro.
She
She rehearsed what she was going to say in the mirror 100 times.
she went through a simulation. I'm 100% sure.
Oh, okay. She meditated, bro. She like awakened her third eye and was
She
like,
she went gear fifth.
yo, I just love how like Ariana Maddox like opened up the conversation with, how have you guys been since getting out of the villa? And Aaron just opened it up with, not very good. Immediately. Immediately.
Smoked,
It was a wrap.
bro.
Um, dude, the bomb that Aaron dropped.
Wait. What are you
You
talking about? You talking about the fact that he put his hands down Daniela pants?
that dude, I didn't know that before. That wasn't
I
that wasn't known, was it?
I don't know. I mean, to me,
No, bro,
when
I
they
don't think so.
listen, bro, maybe I'm insensitive, and maybe I just don't think much about the actions that happen on this show. I just in my head, I was just like, bro, like all you motherfuckers is doing gross shit.
But why you gotta say it on TV?
Did he say?
Yo, did he
Well,
what?
you saying like that's what happened? Like that's what Kayla was mad about.
No, and that bro, that's what she was also upset about. She's like, why didn't you tell me this when we were in the hotel room 2 days ago?
I
He
think she
said
found out
that
before
stuff
that.
until that moment. No, she didn't. Because remember, she's like, why didn't you tell me this? And he's like, it comes down to I didn't have the balls to do it. And then Liv was like, oh, with the excuses. Come on. Yeah, bro,
Hmm.
we did not know
I thought
about the
she found.
hands down the pants
I'm not
thing.
talking about we. I didn't say we. I'm talking about
No, and
her.
both. Kaylor did not know. She's
Are
like,
you
why did you not
100%
tell me
sure?
this? Yeah, 100%. And he is like, I didn't have the balls to tell you. What would it have been that he didn't tell her before? What would it have been? What else
I
were they
thought
arguing
I
about?
thought she found out before they got on this show because she was
So then,
already mad. She was already fuming mad.
yeah, because of everything else that happened when she watched the show back.
Okay.
Why would she have said, why didn't you tell me this in the hotel room 2 days ago?
I still thought she found it. I still, even when she said that, I still thought she found out before the show. Because I thought they separated 2 days ago.
No.
And listen, if I'm wrong, I don't care. If like it is what it is, right? I just didn't. That's not how I processed it. So maybe like I was mistaken. But I thought she knew prior to
No.
them airing this.
Because they met up in New York, and he's like, I didn't want to ruin our first day back together because
Yeah.
we were both so excited about it. And then I didn't tell you 2 days ago because honestly, I didn't have the balls to do it.
But they were already
But for
broken
some
up,
reason,
though.
yeah, but he again, like her whole thing is I need you to be 100% honest with me about what
Yeah.
happened. And he never did it until they were finally on the show, which I think is just a terrible place to air that shit out.
Let's put that. Let's put this. Let's say maybe. I still don't feel like you're 100% on that.
I've been wrong before.
I still don't feel like something in me is like, I feel like she knew that detail. It's just that was our first time hearing it. Because that was our first time hearing it. And even when I heard it, I still was like, all right.
Yeah, obviously they're doing shit, bro. But like, again, you don't have to say that on TV.
Yeah, you didn't have to. But if that's what she was talking about being mad, I mean, it's TV, right? So I'm pretty sure they probably was like, here, you have to say this. Or they probably would have just pulled it up on the tape. I don't know.
True. Yo, Kaylor was going in on that guy.
Oh, no.
Talking about love bombing.
Yo, stop love bombing me. Leave me alone. You don't deserve me. Even Rob was like, yeah, he's an idiot. Like, what do you...
Hilarious. And dude, I love how they again cut to JaNa, and JaNa's just like, who gave these girls popcorn? Because they're over here like just watching this shit and eating popcorn. Like, come on, you guys. I think JaNa brought the popcorn too, along with those fucking notes that she took.
Bro, diabolical.
I'm telling you, because everyone didn't have popcorn, but JaNa and Leah had popcorn because they were sitting right next to each other.
She
I'm
probably
telling you,
Kenny had the bag of popcorn in his suit jacket.
Dude, these girls came ready to play.
Yeah.
But Kaylor, that girl,
was probably in the back with the Pizza Hut. Who's in the back with the Pizza
popcorn
Hut?
and Pizza Hut. I love how Serena, after Kaylor's rant, was like, yes, queen, girl, pussy, boss. That's the quote of the night.
What?
Oh, you missed that too?
Yo, what? I didn't know that's exactly what she said. I remember her like snapping off, but like wasn't paying attention to the exact words that came out of her mouth.
Queen, girl, pussy, boss.
That's crazy, bro. So how do you? Outside of shitting on Aaron, let's kind of look at the other aspect of what was happening. How we feel about the whole grandmother situation and the whole BFFs podcast situation in regards to that aspect of it. I'm not excusing when we're talking about this point. We're just looking at all aspects. We're not excusing the behavior. We're just talking about what happened.
I think that we again don't have a full access to the timeline in the series of events that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it is obviously very unfortunate what happened. Kaylor said that she sent her condolences and asked how the family was doing. I don't think she has any duty to do anything more. Could she have sent flowers? Sure. But at the same time, yes, she had a podcast, and yes, she may have aired you out, but at the same time, why should she have to hold herself back for you at all? She doesn't owe you anything, and I'm very sorry, but like everyone's going through something, and I'm here to tell my story.
So I actually have a rebuttal to that. I do think that the not feeling like you owe anything to people is sometimes overly used to a toxic extent.
Okay.
And because sometimes it's just an excuse to do whatever you want or feel like you can do whatever you want, no matter how your reaction may be. And just in regards to just being kind to people. Some people use it as an excuse to just not be kind.
Okay.
And I think it toes between a dangerous line, because if you do know that somebody Like if I knew anybody, no matter what my status may be with them on a relationship sexual level XYZ, for me personally, if I know that I'm not expecting you to communicate the best with me about other shit that's not about, that's just, if I knew you had like lost your grandmother, your mother, your father, or whatever, that's just me. Maybe I'm too kind. Maybe that's a me issue, but that wouldn't be my chosen discourse. And then using the statement, I don't owe you anything. Yes, you don't owe anybody anything, but it's still not I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. You
I
can
didn't
disagree with the thought, but
I didn't watch the episode of the BFF podcast, but I did watch the podcast episode when she was on Nick Viall. I don't know if you know who Nick Viall
I
is.
don't even know. I didn't watch the BF. You know, I
He
didn't watch the BFF thing. I just only go
yeah.
by like what.
He was one of the bachelors, and he was on the Bachelorette too. He's done his rounds in that franchise, and he just talks about reality TV in general because he's very favored among fans. I don't know why.
Mm.
Uh,
Damn,
and
bro.
the
I
way
said like
she,
that.
I'm being an asshole. Um, she had made some comments about Rob, and the guy, the host, and his co-host were like lobbying up chances for her to like talk shit about Aaron. And she didn't, I think she held herself very well, but again, this is before she watched the show back, so I
Mm.
don't know the timeline of when the BFFs podcast came out. But if it was before or during the time that she did the Nick Viall podcast, I can't, there's nothing that Kaylor said in that episode that should have triggered
Yeah.
Aaron. At the end
But
of the day, she's just holding him accountable for his actions, but
yeah,
she did not say anywhere near the kinds of things that she said in this episode of the reunion. Like
yeah,
she really finally, I think, let it all out.
yeah. I do think that she was right for dipping on him, like leaving him. Like I don't. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm not even saying she should have forgiven him. I'm only just saying I'm really taking the losing your grandma, especially because of how much we actually heard this dude talk about his grandmother on the show.
Hmm.
I listen, bro. It's Love Island. Sometimes all this love shit is not that big of a deal. So I'm only thinking about like, okay, if I hypothetically had some shit like that going on, I don't think I'm gonna sit here in the next couple of days or the week or a week or two because they weren't even out the villa that long. So it's 4 weeks. So let's
Yeah.
call it what it is. If his grandmother died at any point in time during all that, I like who's gonna sit there and be like, you know what? Let me stir the pot more with like this person and tell them some shit that I'm not ready to tell them yet. I don't know.
Well,
Not excusing the behavior. I'm just thinking
mhm.
of only taking into
I
account
think,
more about
yeah,
being considerate to somebody losing somebody.
I think Aaron only brought that up. I don't think he was like so hurt about her saying what she had to say
Mm-hmm.
on the BFF podcast. I think his point was more so that like I guess she didn't fly out to go support him, or she wasn't more in touch with him because he was like, because that's what triggered him. She was like, I supported you after the show. And he was like, no, don't say that. You didn't support me after the show. You weren't there for me after my grandma died. In fact, you went on a podcast and you talk shit about me, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah.
I think that the root of the thing was that like Kaylor wasn't more available to him, or not more available, but
Well, you
more
just said it. I think
attentive.
the root of it, not the root of it, but I don't want to say it's the root. That's not the word I want to use. But at
The
least for
trigger?
his reaction is the trigger of like, bro, that just happened to me, and then you recorded the podcast after. You could have chosen to just not like talk about me because you saw her choose to avoid her doing. You saw her chose to do it at least one other time. Then again, I did not see the BFFs thing, so I don't even know what she said. So she may not have said
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit
yeah.
that was not even that deep. And if it wasn't even that deep, then like I don't know what to tell anybody because I didn't see it.
I think he was just trying to like put something on Kaylor because he knew he had nothing else.
Yeah. All right. So let's move into the final portion of this reunion, which honestly, bro, lasted way too long.
Yeah, that dude, I fast forwarded I think the last 5 minutes. It
Like,
was like 10 minutes long.
like the fire pit scene. I get it. People wanted to know exactly what was told in that fire pit scene. I I don't even know if I want to give. How do you feel about it? What do you feel about how things transpired during it?
I mean, it
Also,
just
Liv said
really
some weird
seemed
things
like
saying she was paid. I don't know what that meant. That was a weird statement, but
paid.
she said oh, I'm not just saying that because I'm being paid. That's what she said, something like that, and I don't know what that meant, but
Huh.
that was the only thing that was like a weird line to me. That was during that
I
talk during
mean,
the fire pit.
Liv liked the attention that she got. Again, like she didn't play I'm not gonna say she played a villain role, but she was in the mixture a lot. Like she was in the mess a lot. And I think she
Yeah,
thrived in those moments. Um, so Liv spearheading that conversation, being the driver, and Leah being in the back seat, like that conversation, it is what it is. They had to make a hard decision. If a couple of parties involved leaned more in one direction, it is what it is. Am I going to say there's an agenda? No, I definitely don't care that much.
he said I don't even care that much. I mean, if we got to talk about it though.
No, yeah, yeah. But like, bro, you were even like, I don't even know if I want to say anything. Do you have anything to
Yeah,
say about it?
well, like,
What?
cause in my head, I'm just like, what I found most interesting about the fire pit scene is how quickly they said JaNa's not an option. I was like, well, all right, cool.
Yo, that was the
Like,
first person they ruled out.
I was like, so for me, and listen, the response can be, but good TV, but PPG back on top, but Friendship Island. I get it. I only looking at it for what I was seeing as the pieces that was on the board, and I was like, she's had 3 failed relationships on this show. She was the only one single in the moment. In my head I was like, what's keeping you here is definitely your friendship, which is a smart play. I understand it's a game, right? But
Yeah.
other than that, in my head I'm like, I don't know how you still here, but I know how you still here.
Yeah, Janae would have been the person I sent home. Like that's the only thing that made sense.
Yeah, so
I think Andrea really got done dirty in that vote. But
yeah, and even if like it is true that Andre was there for the wrong reasons, was there for the payday, we don't
you can
know.
say the same
Honestly, you
about
can say the
like
same about most of them.
let's be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, like if any of them are starting a business after this, then who was there for the right reason?
Yeah.
Truthfully. So
Especially moving forward. Like
yeah,
you said, like I think the last live stream that we did, anybody going on the show moving forward, it's all for clout.
it's all for clout, bro. This show was the biggest thing. I couldn't have seen it coming, bro. I couldn't have predicted it.
Yeah. Yeah. For this summer, there was House of Dragons, their Succession is like going on right now. I don't know. Love Island.
I thought
That's the thing.
Succession
That's
been
the
ended,
shit.
bro.
Not Succession. It's a new one. Ah, fuck. What is it called? Industry.
Oh, well, they just put fucking Kit Harington in that, right?
Yeah,
Season
yeah,
3.
yeah. I was watching an episode with Natalie before. He looks good.
All right, might check it out. Who
Apparently, his
knows?
character likes urine though, so we'll see where that goes.
What?
He's got a piss fetish.
Okay, fun
Yeah.
stuff. Genesis J just hit us up. Just here to show some love to you guys. Have fun with season 4 of
Thank you
Rent
for
a
coming back.
Sadism. Let's see how
Rent
long
us.
till you pull an Ashley from the boys and pull out your hair. Oh no. Oh no, the boys.
Actually, The Boys season 4 was actually really good too. I'd put it up there with Love Island.
Peak,
Thank you,
peak,
Genesis, for coming back and leaving another comment though.
yeah, peak television right there, bro. So
Yo, the last few questions that like, oh, we to wrap this all up, we have a few questions from the viewers. And the first question is about Rob's overalls. Nah, who asked that question? Stand up.
also like
Stand on business.
respectfully, like listen, I don't have the abs to necessarily pull off overalls. It was a fun joke to make fun of him in the overalls because he wore them so many times. But is it even that deep?
It's no. I never cared about those overalls. Like, good for him. He looks good in them. And you know what? I love functionality. And you know what? I
I
might wear
love
some overalls.
functionality.
I do, and he's right. They have a lot of pockets, but do y'all really think he was going to retire the overalls? Why would he do that? That
Why
was such a
would he?
waste. That was such a waste of a question. No one asked that question. No one
Bro,
asked that question.
I remember hearing
Pizza
that
Hut.
question. I immediately said, I'm gonna finish eating my rice. Like, what the fuck
I
we asking, bro? Like,
and then they follow that dumb question up with asking Serena, "What's with all the avocado toast? What are we doing?" What are we
Y'all
doing here,
feed
people?
them that, first of all.
Oh my god.
And she was like, I love avocado toast. Now, respectfully, I don't really even like avocados like that because
That's
I
unfortunate.
didn't listen, man. I didn't grow up eating avocados, bro. So I don't really love avocados. So
Aguacates.
yeah, man. So, but I was like, girl, you got to at least admit they was ODing with the avocado toast. Like,
I
do they eat that much avocado toast on every season or every
I
Love Island?
never deep it. I never pay attention to what these people are eating.
Yeah, bro
Only
said,
what they're drinking.
only what they're drinking. Yo, you wildin'. So, how you feel about the reunion overall? Was it better than you expected? Worse than you expected?
No,
Calmer?
it's
Chill?
about average. I think it's
Okay.
about average. Usually, I don't think the reunions ever really get any worse than that. I think that the worst we got today was Kendall and Aaron, but even Aaron, whoever put him, like if he had a crisis management team or something and they told him like, listen, man, your strategy for tonight, less is more. Don't say too much. Keep your
Less
mouth
is
closed.
more.
Because on it, and I think that's what he did. I think that he said all he had to say and he kept it pushing. So he did a good job in that regard. Um, I think the reunion was entertaining. I think that 10-minute clip was just too much. Too much.
Bro, I just was like, I get it, son. Like like I said, I found it funny that it was just like JaNa automatically was fine, and they was just bouncing between Nicole and Andrea the whole time, and I was just sitting here like, I can't do this anymore. I
Hmm.
was like, I can't hear this conversation anymore.
Yo, who told Kendall to say we're getting nasty at the end there?
I think Andrea, what's her
No,
name? Adriana? Just say the
Andrea. Yeah,
thing.
she's like,
Say the thing.
was
He
that
was
ever a
like,
thing?
yeah, bro. Like, there's a whole episode titled that.
Oh, I don't remember that episode at all. It must not have been that memorable.
Hey,
But
man,
clearly it was. Clearly
I,
it was.
I treated Love Island like it was homework, so I was actually paying attention while watching. You know what I mean? So
Fair. A lot of times I
this
was
was just
definitely
another day
like,
for you. It was just another show for you.
yeah, it's true.
This was a homework assignment. Like I was like, okay, I'm a man on a mission right now.
Yeah, you killed it, man. You watched so much Love Island for your first for a reality TV show. Honestly, bro, most of them don't go this long. A lot of them are like max 15 episodes.
Bro, I I think I peaked. Like I think I watched the One Piece of reality
No,
TV.
no. That's 90 Day Fiance, probably.
90 Day Fiance. I don't mean length. I just mean in regards to like, in your experience, what has been more peak than this season of Love Island in regards to reality TV?
Maybe coincidentally another season of Love Island UK.
Okay.
Definitely nothing of The Bachelor. Um, I just started watching Big Brother. Survivor's cool, but it's not like messy like this. The Traders. It's
Yeah,
hard
bro.
to say, man.
Bro. You listen out your whole resume of reality TV you watch.
Yeah, and that's not all of it. I'm like blanking right now. I mean, there's so many. There's like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, but that's all like pretty much the same. Actually, there's probably some seasons of Bachelor in Paradise, if I'm being honest, because
Mm.
Bachelor in Paradise they take the contestants from Bachelor and Bachelorette and they put them in what's essentially an island, but it's a resort in Mexico. It's the same one every year, and I would say like a few of those seasons have been pretty freaking good, actually. So
Okay.
probably Bachelor in Paradise. But again, that's like max 15 episodes, man. This is 30. This is every single day except for Wednesdays.
Yo, every day, every hump day,
Yep.
every day I didn't watch an episode, I was like, I can't fall behind again. I'm gonna fall behind another hour.
Yep.
I'm gonna fall behind another hour and a half.
No, Love Island did great. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next in the next season. I know that they sprinkled in the fact that there's going to be a Love Island game season 2 in
Mm.
2025. I'll definitely watch it, but if it was anything like season 1, it's just going to be like okay.
All right. We got two comments from G Bex. One, Cory, would you ever do a room tour? Your background looks dope. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I mean, my room's not as big as you think it would be that I recorded. It's like a little studio slash clothing closet. Danny knows what it looks like, but I'll post a picture or something. It's really not that extravagant, but thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
We can do an MTV Cribs thing.
It's gonna be the size of a baby crib. So, and then G-Bex also said, have you guys watched more reality TV shows than animes? No way.
No way.
No. I've watched. I could name on one hand everything I've watched. Making the Band back when it was Danny Kane. I watched Flavor of Love. I've seen I Love New York. I've seen Love is Blind season 6 and Love Island season 6 USA. That's everything I've seen. I've seen a little bit of Jersey Shore growing up because I had no choice because other people was watching it around me. But like actively watching, those are the only shows I've ever actively watched over my whole lifetime.
Yo, Love is Blind is going to be coming back on Netflix soon. Just throwing that out there.
No, you know it's not happening, bro. I see this Love is Blind Mexico. There's Love is Blind Tokyo. There's Love is Blind the Bronx. I'm good.
Everyone watching this live stream, leave a comment below letting us know whether or not you want Cory to watch the newest season of Love is Blind.
The reality TV streams end with Danny.
No, I don't think so. I think, listen, man, we got to give the people what they want. Whenever there's a demand, there's a market.
Oh, God. Fine, we'll think about it. I won't close my heart off completely, but man, it took everything in me to get through this, and I feel like I did climb Mount Everest.
And now you can, process all these emotions that you got from watching Love Island.
Oh, no, I'm just going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Crazy. So
this was good. I had a lot of fun reacting to these and doing these live streams. I hope we do more of them in the future at some point.
Yeah.
Reality TV is my bag, and fucking it's just as dramatic as it's gladiators, man. At the end of the day, reality TV sometimes they're gladiator fights. Things get bloody, things get messy.
But they're real people.
Everyone
though.
comes out.
They're still real people.
Yeah, so are boxers, bro. So is that. So is the Australian fucking breakdancing Olympic person.
Listen, that was Raygun deserved. Let me stop. You making me toxic, bro.
No, I'm just holding up a mirror, my friends.
Oh, wow.
You're just like us. You are like us.
You are like us. You are like us. You are like us. Right. So, all right, let's close out this stream. We've been here for about an hour now. So, thank you guys for showing through the stream, watching two guys who usually talk about anime stuff, talk about Love Island USA. We appreciate you guys showing us some love. And check out our other content. Check out other content. If you do want to get into anime, to some nerdy stuff, maybe we could recommend you some stuff. Check out some of our videos, our clips. Follow us on all socials. You can find all that in the description box below. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section on the Love Island Season 6 USA reunion. Was it messy? Was it not messy enough? Did you want to see some more crying? Did you want to see some hands being thrown? I'm not sure if that's a thing that happens. Do people fight at reunion shows?
No, not really.
All right. So then if anybody who expected that is silly then. So anything you want to say before we close out?
No, again, this was great. Hopefully we do it again. Fingers crossed. It's a full moon tonight. I'm making my wish.
Full moon tonight. All right, bro. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Later. Enjoy your life.
Peace.